Welcome to my top 5 free PSVR games of 2021. I've made it a yearly tradition to put out what I believe to be the best free PSVR games so far, which doesn't include demos or 360-degree videos. Lately, we haven't been receiving many free PSVR games. In fact, some of the games on my previous list have disappeared entirely, but I tried my best to put together a new list. So without further ado, here are my top 5 free PSVR games as of 2021. One of the only games to consistently make it on my list every year is Call of Duty Jackal Assault. I feel like a broken record talking about this game, but Jackal Assault really gives you an awesome first-person cockpit experience. While it's only around 6 minutes long, Jackal Assault has some great visuals, gameplay, sound design, and action that will satisfy anyone looking for a taste of flight combat. Playroom VR is one of the most unique PSVR games, as it provides several single-player and local multiplayer minigames. When a local multiplayer game is announced for PSVR, I'm always excited, mainly because games like Playroom VR really set the bar high for what you can do with the hardware in a party or group setting. There's both cooperative and competitive minigames in Playroom that range from capturing ghosts to having the non-VR players fight against the VR players as sea monster. The Playroom is also where the concept for Astrobot Rescue Mission originated. It's as a platforming minigame where you jump around while saving robots and fighting monsters. Playroom VR is definitely one of the most creative PSVR games, and it's something I would recommend to anyone looking for fun minigames. Maybe it's just the inner child in me, but Spider-Man Far From Home VR is a blast every time I launch it. Initially, I didn't have high hopes for this experience, as it was made solely to promote the movie, but I was completely shocked with how far they went with this experience. There's a quick story mode where you can swing around and fight a giant robot, but where the game really shines is with its free roaming aspect. Far From Home lets you swing freely around a large chunk of New York City that's filled with time trials, combat trials, collectibles, and areas to explore. There are also a few unlockable suits to collect that drive you to find the collectibles in the city. And on top of that, the web swinging mechanics are really well done and give you a great sense of motion and rhythm to how you swing. This game really brought me back to some of the older Spider-Man games, and it's great if you have any interest in being like Spider-Man VR. So I know I said no demos in the beginning of this video, but I have to make an exception for this one, because Resident Evil 7 Beginning Hour is a completely separate thing from the full game, filled with multiple endings, hints to the plot of the main game, and several areas to explore. Instead of taking a piece of RE7 and turning it into a demo, Capcom went out of their way to make an epic teaser for the full game. This wasn't on my previous list because I hadn't actually played it until preparing for this video. This demo came out before RE7, but I didn't play RE7 until around 2 years ago. And if you know the history of this channel, then you'll know that RE7 is my favorite PSVR game, so this demo was absolutely incredible for me. If you don't mind some VR horror, this is some of the best you can experience in VR. The only downside of this demo is that it's currently unplayable on the PS5, and it's pretty unlikely they'll fix that. If you've played Rec Room or have seen my videos before, it's probably not surprised that Rec Room made the #1 spot. Rec Room is a game that never seems to get old, as there's always both new official and user-created content to go and enjoy. And after a year filled with isolation, Rec Room has only further proved that it's a perfect platform for bringing people together. For those of you who are unaware, Rec Room is essentially a social platform where you can browse a variety of hubs, games, and rooms while also interacting with strangers or friends. The developers have been updating this game for years, adding new content like the ability to create levels. Rec Room is definitely the best social PSVR game we have so far, as well as the best free game. Now before we end the video, I have to mention that several VR games are available for free to all users right now. You'll be able to download Res Infinite, Moss, Astrobot Rescue Mission, Paper Beast, and Thumper. These are all absolutely fantastic games and will be free to download. You don't need to pay anything or have PlayStation Plus. These will all be free and yours to keep forever. If you're watching, you have until April 22nd, so go get your games, and I'm so sorry to people watching this video after April.